Did you know that the average American adult sits for up to 9.5 hours each day, and this number is even higher for those who are retired? What is worrying is that even if you exercise regularly, sitting for long periods can still silently cause serious harm to your body without you even realizing it. According to a study by Harvard University, each additional hour of sitting during the day can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 14%, regardless of whether you stay active or not. If you are entering your 60s or beyond, this becomes even more concerning because your body's organs no longer recover as quickly as they used to. I understand the feeling of shoulder stiffness, back pain, dizziness, and fatigue after sitting too long. It is not because you are lazy, it is because your body is crying out for help. But there is good news. With just a few simple habits, you can completely reverse this damage. This video will show you exactly how. If you are over 60, make sure to watch this video until the end. It could change the way you take care of your health every day. Which country are you watching this from? Please leave a comment below. The human body was made to move. Since the time of our ancestors, we survived by hunting, gathering, and walking miles each day to find food, water, and shelter. But today, most of us spend hours just sitting at work, sitting while eating, sitting to watch TV. And sometimes, we do not even realize that we have been sitting the whole morning without standing up once. The problem is that your body is not built to adapt to long periods of stillness. When you sit for too long, your internal systems, including the muscles and bones, circulation, nerves, and lymphatic system, begin to slow down, not all at once, but silently, little by little, until you start feeling weaker without knowing why. A major study from McMaster University in Canada found that a sedentary lifestyle is one of the risk factors for early death, independent of diet and genetics. In other words, even if you eat healthy and have no serious medical conditions, just sitting too much can still shorten your life. Sitting for long periods reduces the flow of blood and oxygen to your organs. It leads to less stimulation in your nervous system. And over time, your muscles lose their natural ability to move and stretch freely. That explains why many older adults feel slower, heavier, and less interested in daily activities. Movement is not just about muscles, it is the natural language of life. Every step you take and every small movement sends signals to your brain. These signals support your circulation, digestion, immune system, and even your mood. So if you have ever wondered why the more you sit, the more tired you feel, it is because you are going against the way your body was designed to function. Every time you sit down, your spine and joints begin to take on pressure. This is especially true if you sit with a slouched back, a bent neck, or uneven shoulders, which most of us do without realizing it. Think about how often you lean forward while using your phone, watching TV, or eating a meal. Over time, this posture causes your hip flexor muscles to become chronically tight, pulling the pelvis forward. As a result, your lower back becomes overly curved, placing pressure on the L4, L5, and S1 discs. These are the exact areas most commonly linked to herniated discs and sciatica in older adults. It is not just the lower back that suffers. Your entire body alignment is affected. When your mid-back does not move regularly, it becomes stiff. Your shoulders slowly shift forward into a rounded position, tightening the chest muscles and placing stress on the shoulder joints. This often leads to tendon inflammation and pain in the neck and upper back. Even worse, when your head starts to jut forward, which is very common when using a phone or watching TV, the muscles in your neck have to support extra weight. Studies show that for every inch your head moves forward, The pressure on your neck increases by about 10 pounds. That means if your head leans just 2 inches forward, your neck is holding up the equivalent of a 20-pound bag, like carrying a sack of rice on your neck for hours. The result can be neck pain, headaches, dizziness, and jaw joint problems, also known as TMJ disorders. These are symptoms many people mistake for normal aging, but in fact, they often come from poor sitting posture. A 67-year-old woman in California once shared that she used to suffer from constant headaches and such a stiff neck that she could not turn her head. After receiving guidance on how to improve her sitting posture, using a back support pillow, and taking breaks to stretch, she noticed a clear improvement in just a few weeks. Poor sitting posture is like a silent pressure on your body every single day. The scary part is that it does not hurt right away. The damage builds up over time, and by the time you feel it, your body may already be deeply affected. But the good news is, once you become aware of how you are sitting, adjust your chair, and learn to move properly, you are already halfway toward protecting your spine and joints. When your body stays still for too long, your brain also begins to slow down. This may sound strange, but the truth is that physical movement not only keeps your muscles strong, it also plays a vital role in keeping your mind sharp, alert, and emotionally balanced. Whenever you move, even if it is just standing up and walking a few steps, sensors in your muscles and joints, known as nerve receptors, send signals back to your brain. These signals activate the cerebellum and the frontal cortex, two important brain centers responsible for balance, attention, and emotional control. When you sit for too long, these signals fade, and the brain slowly loses its connection with the body. That is why you may feel sleepy, unfocused, or easily irritated after sitting still for many hours. Many people mistake this for signs of aging or memory loss. But in reality, the brain is simply reacting to the stillness of the body. A study published by Tufts University in the United States found that just standing up and walking for 5 minutes every 30 minutes can significantly improve brain function and mental alertness in older adults. You may remember that feeling after a long morning of sitting at work or watching TV. Your mind becomes foggy. It is hard to think clearly. You may even feel upset or frustrated for no reason. This is a direct result of reduced blood flow and oxygen to the brain when your body stays still too long. Some people even report feeling down, unmotivated, or putting off small tasks, simply because too much sitting has made their spirit feel tired without them realizing it. A 72-year-old man living in Oregon shared that he often felt low and unmotivated after spending an entire afternoon sitting and watching TV. After his daughter reminded him, he began practicing the habit of standing up for 3 minutes every 30 minutes. Within just 1 week, he noticed his mind felt clearer, his mood improved, and he slept better at night. He even joked that taking a few steps helped him refresh both his spirit and his will to live each day. Movement is the link between your body and your brain. When you keep your body still for too long, you are cutting off that connection, leaving your mind dull and lifeless. But with just a few minutes of gentle movement, you can restore the clarity, energy, and emotional strength that you once thought you had lost to aging. Did you know that your calf muscles are often called the second heart of your body? The reason is that each time you take a step, your calf muscles contract and help pump blood from your legs back to your heart, supporting healthy circulation throughout the body. But when you sit for too long without moving, blood begins to pool in the lower parts of your body, especially in the legs. This can lead to swelling, varicose veins, and a higher risk of developing deep vein thrombosis, a condition that can cause a pulmonary embolism and be life-threatening, especially for older adults. It is not just blood flow that is affected. Sitting for long periods also disrupts the way your body processes fat in the bloodstream. Normally, when you move, your body releases an enzyme called lipoprotein lipase. This enzyme helps break down fat and allows healthy fats, HDL, to circulate in the blood. However, when you stay still for too long, the activity of this enzyme slows down. As a result, bad fats, triglycerides rise, good fats decrease, and the risk of clogged arteries and heart disease increases. A study published in the journal Diabetologia in the year 2000 confirmed that each additional hour of sitting during the day can raise the risk of heart disease by up to 14%, regardless of whether you exercise regularly. This means that a 30-minute morning walk cannot make up for sitting still for 8 to 10 hours straight. It is the habit of sitting continuously, without breaking it up with small movements, that causes circulation and metabolism problems in older adults. The story of Mr. David Miller, 68 years old from Arizona, is a real example. Even though he ate fairly healthy meals and took evening walks, his lower belly kept getting bigger. He also started to feel dull pain in his calves and heaviness when standing for too long. After getting medical advice to review his daily habits, he realized he had a routine of sitting for 5 hours straight after lunch without standing up. From that point, he began setting an alarm every 30 minutes, just to stand up, walk a few rounds around the house, drink water, or stretch. After just 3 weeks, he noticed the swelling in his legs went down, his belly felt lighter, and his sleep at night improved clearly. Blood needs to circulate to nourish your cells. Fat needs to be processed so it does not become a burden on your heart and liver. And the good news is that you do not need intense workouts to achieve this. Just standing up for a few minutes every half hour already helps your body heal and regenerate on its own. When you sit for too long, it is not just your muscles or circulation that suffer. Your digestive and immune systems also weaken in quiet but serious ways. The reason is simple. When you sit in a hunched position, your digestive organs in the abdomen are compressed, which prevents them from working smoothly. Food moves more slowly through the intestines. Bowel movements become weaker, and this leads to bloating, acid reflux, and even chronic constipation, especially in older adults. One important part that is affected is the diaphragm. This muscle is responsible for deep breathing and gently massaging the internal organs every time you breathe correctly. But when you sit hunched over, the diaphragm cannot move down fully. This makes your breathing shallow and less effective, which lowers the amount of oxygen absorbed and affects how your entire body processes energy. In addition, your lymphatic system, which helps remove waste and supports immunity, also slows down when you sit too long. Unlike the heart, which pumps blood on its own, the lymphatic system depends on body movement and deep breathing to flow. Sitting still causes this flow to slow down, which lowers your ability to get rid of toxins, viruses, bacteria, and dead cells. As a result, inflammation rises, your immune response weakens, and you become more likely to catch minor illnesses. But it does not stop there. Sitting too long affects your body at the cellular level, where life is maintained every second. Every cell in your body has small power plants called mitochondria, which produce energy. When you move, mitochondria stay active, but when you sit still, they slow down, produce less energy, and over time, lose their ability to fight damage from free radicals. This causes more stress and damage inside the body. Research has also found that sitting too long is linked to shorter telomeres. These are protective caps at the ends of your DNA strands. The shorter your telomeres, the faster your body ages, and the higher your risk of disease. According to a study from the University of California, People who sit for many hours each day have much shorter telomeres compared to those who move regularly, even with just light activity. A real example is Mrs. Susan Harper, 72 years old, living in Michigan. She often felt bloated, had trouble digesting food, and experienced pain in her upper abdomen, even though her diet was fairly healthy. When she visited her local health center, the doctor explained that the issue was not with the food itself, but with the fact that she sat all day knitting and reading without standing up to move. After following the simple advice to stand up, stretch, and walk around the house for 3 to 5 minutes every hour, Mrs. Susan felt lighter in her stomach, enjoyed eating more, and even felt happier overall. Your body is a living, connected system where every part depends on the others. When you sit too long, important functions like digestion, immunity, detoxification, and cell repair all slow down. The good news is that you can wake up the entire system with just a few minutes of gentle movement every hour. The good news is that you do not need to change your entire life or do intense exercise to reduce the harm caused by sitting too long. Just a few small actions done regularly each day can help your body recover, reduce pain, improve circulation, and boost your mood. Just like a gentle stream of water can clean a still pond, light movement is like a natural medicine for your whole body. The first step is to build the habit of standing up every 30 minutes. You can set an alarm, place small reminder notes on the wall, or use an app on your phone. Each time you stand up, you do not have to do anything difficult. Just walk around the house for 2 minutes, march in place, roll your shoulders, stretch gently, or simply take deep breaths. These small movements help improve blood flow, activate digestion, and refresh your brain. The second step is to change your posture often. If you are reading, watching TV, or knitting, try to adjust your position every 20 to 30 minutes. Sit back, sit upright, or even lie on your side gently if that feels comfortable. If possible, you can try using an adjustable table, which lets you switch between sitting and standing while working or cooking. The third step is to invest in proper sitting posture. You should choose a chair with good lower back support. Keep your feet flat on the floor and make sure your head does not lean too far forward. One helpful trick is to imagine you are balancing a book on top of your head. This feeling helps you keep a natural straight line between your ears, shoulders, and hips. The better your posture, the less likely you are to feel pain, pressure on your nerves, or drained energy during the day. Finally, choose one gentle full body movement to practice daily. It could be walking around the yard, stretching in the morning, gardening, hand washing clothes, light yoga, or simply massaging and loosening your muscles in place. Just 15 to 30 minutes a day is enough to activate your nervous system, improve blood flow, and help you sleep better at night. What matters most is not how much you do, but whether you do it consistently. Dr. Alan Mandel once said, "Movement is the language of life." And it is true. When you begin to move, even just a little, you are sending a positive message to every cell in your body that says, "I am still here. I am still taking care of you." From today on, every time you choose to stand up a little more, you are already starting your journey toward healing. We have just taken a journey to look at the body from a very different angle. Every time you sit for too long, you are silently weakening your bones and joints, your circulation, digestion, immunity, and even your cells. It is not because of age. It is because we are living in a way that goes against nature. We were born to move, yet we spend hours being still. The good news is, you do not need to change your entire life to fix this. Just stand up, take a few steps, roll your shoulders, and take a deep breath every 30 minutes. That alone is already a big step for your health. Remember, Small actions done every day can build a strong and lasting body. One time standing up today may help you avoid a headache tomorrow. 1 minute of walking in the afternoon may help you sleep better tonight. One deep breath or a gentle stretch may be a powerful medicine for your brain and your heart. So do not wait until your back hurts, your legs swell, or your head feels heavy. Start today. Stand up, move around, and show your body some love. Health is the most precious gift you can give yourself each day. If you found today's content helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and share this message with your friends and family, especially those who sit for long hours every day. Which country are you watching from? Have you ever experienced something like this? Please leave a comment below, because I read every message from you. In the next video, I will show you some simple exercises to ease back pain, improve digestion, and sleep better after the age of 60. Make sure not to miss it. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Wishing you a peaceful day and a body full of energy.